No, you're looking for the man with the big dick.
Yeah, I do. I do like a big dick. Small dicks hurt.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go.
My style, I felt, was like a remix or like a twist on the normal. So of course I'm a nerd, and you know the character Oliver Twist. So I was like, oh, I can just name myself Oliver Twist. And then I got a paper from the people who were like, you cannot use that name. So I was going to change the S to Z, which is the first initial of my middle name, but then there's a big DJ who already goes by that name, so I changed it to X because I'm inappropriate a lot. So I was like, ooh, that's actually kind of great. XX, Twix, and then it's like a candy bar, chocolate, all those things. So it kind of worked out perfect, I think.
You went in on the name.
Slightly.
So you've been doing this America's Next Top Model. It's just like, how did that come about?
It came about... two things were going on. So Jay Manuel, who was a long-time talent on America's Next Top Model, was doing his own series of Top Model expose during the quarantine. And then when Madison's show got picked up on WeTV and we got a showrunner who eventually became the executive producer, David St. John, I found out that he was a long-time producer on the show, on Top Model. Mm-hmm. And so he found out about my love for the show, and he connected me with Mr. J. And then so Mr. J invited me on to one of his lives as like this super fan who could ask him any questions about Top Model. And I got a lot of love from the internet about it. I had already gone live with maybe one or two girls by then. But then I was like, well, he's done now. There's a whole lot more stories to be told because he only did one person each cycle. But I was like, well, why don't I talk to like two girls? And then two girls turned into three girls and four girls. And now I'm like 84 people in.
Boys and girls.
Yeah, I talked to a guy today. I think he was flirting with me.
You think?
Slightly.
Well, what did he do? And I'll let you know.
I don't know.
Was he flirting with you or you flirting with him? Because you're the one that say you have your hands in your pants.
I try not to flirt with people because I don't like to give them that much like power, Like I really don't want you to think you're that important for me to be flirting with you.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. God. I don't want you to think you're that important.
What is wrong? So I take it you're not seeing no one.
I'm recently single.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. Well, what happened?
So many things.
What did you do?
He was a big fan of yours. He loved you.
Well, what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
You want to be funny, you want to be serious?
I want you to be serious. Tell me, what did you do?
Okay, here's what I didn't do. I didn't take my time. I didn't take my time. I did like, the little gay girl stuff. Like, I met him, I really liked him, and then I let him move in like a month later without really getting to know him. And then I didn't really trust my gut instinct about a lot of things. So, like, I stayed too long, and I was, like, tolerating a lot. And then eventually, things started going on, and now, like, my character is changing. And it just got really toxic. So, we eventually just, a month ago was like, we're just going our own ways.
So, you just quit him?
No,
it wasn't a mutual thing. You just quit. Told him it wasn't working.
Well, you know what? To give him credit, he was the one who was like, he wants to separate, and I'm actually glad he did because now that I'm out of it, I've realized like a lot of bad stuff that was going on, and like a lot of stuff that I shouldn't been putting up with, a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have been exposing myself to. But it's good. Like I'm happy it happened because I didn't have the education. Like I didn't know this stuff. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know that I'm now learning about relationships, loving, stuff about myself, stuff I didn't know that was affecting me still to this day. So it's bittersweet, but like the more I go to therapy and my spiritual sessions and stuff like that, I'm finding out more and more things that I feel like is making me a better person.
I'm a therapist.
Are you really?
Yes, and I can tell you all the ins and outs on relationships.
Tell me, school me.
Yes, and it's just like, we go through things, and I think that I'd have to have him here. So, he can say his side of the story because I don't want to speak for him. Mm-hmm. So, it's just like, it's stuff. And then you said that he, said that, it's not working and he just want to go. But I think it was because he made that decision. I'm being serious too, because you're growing. Your career is growing, and you're moving in a different direction. And then it's just like he see you going to all these different things career wise, and the more you go to another adventure in your career, it's like less time for him.
And you know what? And the sad thing about it for me was when I first met him, what made me fall in love with him was, one, we shared like a lot of trauma. You know, we shared a lot of trauma experiences. And since I've gone to counseling, I found out that that's something that people do. When you share similar stories, you have an instant connection. And I've always had this like savior complex where I'm steady giving. I want to help people. I want to make people feel better. I want to talk to them. And with him, me seeing so much of myself in him and me being able to put myself where I am in life right now, wanted to instantly help him, you know? And I just don't think where he was and is in life just is not compatible with where I am, you know? I did a big photo dump of all of our like videos and photos and stuff like that. And at first, of course, like you're seeing the beginning, you know, stuff like that. You're smiling, kissing and hugging and all the other stuff. And, you know, I started getting emotional and I started missing him. And I was like, damn, you know, I missed out on a nice love. But then as I started going throughout the months and stuff like that, I'm seeing myself, I'm doing this, I'm shooting this, I'm hosting this, I'm traveling here, I'm doing this. And unfortunately, he was just doing the same thing, you know? And it wasn't like I didn't try to like bring him on or bring him along. Like I tried to show him so many things. Like me and him came from the same place. We come from the same place, have the same experiences. Like you can do it. Like you can make it. Don't let your past dictate your future. But I just don't think maybe it just probably wasn't the time. He probably wasn't in the space to receive it all.
But it's like you went through that and you dumped out all your videos and all that stuff. But it's just like the thing about it is, God don't put us through nothing that he's not going to bring us through. And then all the things that you went through with that person only made you a better person. It was a learning experience. And there are some things about you that you were not getting, but you had to go through that so you could get to the point where you'll be able to move on and you could see, you know, the things that,
yes,
you know,
yes, Miss Sophia.
You did with a whole lot.
Yes. And that's what makes it even... Like, that's what makes it not so hard, because there's a lot of things I'm learning about. Like I just learned today, I never knew there was a such thing as emotional abuse. When I was talking to my counselor, he was asking me certain things. He was like, did this happen to you? Did this happen? Did this happen? Was this going on? Did this happen? I'm like, yeah. But what did you do? I did this, X, Y, and Z, da. Well, sir, you were going...
Emotional abuse?
Yeah. And it wasn't even in that situation. Just, Miss Sophia, I cleaned house.
You clean house?
Yes, I cleaned house. There's a lot of people, a lot of family members, a lot of friends, a lot of team members that are no longer around me, because I realized that things I went through as a child, even though it didn't manifest itself as me being an angry person, me being a sad person, it manifested itself as me taking other people's shit. Having toxic relationships around me, not having standards and boundaries for other people around me. And so I'm steady giving into situations, trying to love, trying to be compassionate, trying to be understanding, trying to give them what I wanted someone to give me. And in turn, it becomes draining, it becomes toxic. And then now you're looking in the mirror and you're this whole different person. It's like, what's going on? And no, you know, I'm only 25. I feel like the Lord has really blessed me to be where I am today, and it's a disrespect for me to allow those things to keep going on. So it's just me and my dog, and my Jesus.
And what's your dog name?
Cookie! Cookie, I love my dog. I wish I could have brought her.
You could have.
Really?
She had to stay in the car.
Oh, no. We Ubered him.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, this is the conversation that I did not know we were going to have.
Yeah.
Especially the first conversation that we were going to have when you got here. But I'm glad we had this conversation, because you never know who you're helping.
Yes.
And I always tell people, you go through stuff. God sent us through stuff for ourselves as well as other people. So when we meet other people that are going through the same thing or similar things that we went through in life, we can let them know he brought me through and he could bring you through too. So you're in a better place now.
Yes.
And you're cleaning the house.
I'm cleaning the house. And the thing is, how can I expect to one day sit in front of Twixt, the candy bar, and they have a contract in front of me if I can't speak up for myself, if I can't set boundaries, if I can't say, you're not going to treat me this way? How do I plan to Because I will. How
Right.
can I plan to be like a Tyler Perry and have my own studio and all these things going on if I can't identify when things aren't right for me? So I'm like, as sucky as it was, I'm happy that it's happening now because I do feel like it is preparing me for something bigger in life, and I'm excited about it.
Right, it's supposed to happen now. You say you're only 25, and that is the lesson that you're supposed to get because you're going into an industry that will eat you alive if you don't have boundaries, and you know that. So, well, for those people that have a problem with it, oh well.
Oh yeah, they can kiss my
But I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, hold it down right here. We are your radio. We are your radio with the home, the urban sound of pride. I'm here with my very special guest, the one and only Oliver Twixt. We're going to be talking about a little of this, talking about a little of that. That's what we do right here at Club Chit Chat. That's why we call it Club Chit Chat. This song right here, this is you.
Ooh. What is it?
Zap. Tell us about Zap.
So Zap came around when I was on Chasing Atlanta, and one of the cast members pulled out a taser on me in the scene.
She zapped you.
They attempted. No, they weren't that crazy. But I was like, how can I Candy Burris this whole moment, right? Because I'm all about. Now, one thing I've always said I would do is when I got into this business, I was gonna make money. I'm sorry, I'm making money.
Well, that's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody wants to do, but that's not what everybody does. So I was like, how can I Candy Burris this moment? So when the episode came out, I had this song called ZAP, zapping all these bleeps away, and I have made a lot of revenue from that, and I'm happy about it.
So here it is, Zap by Oliver Twixt.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Great segment.
I put my hair on.
Well, so was that the guy that was at my birthday party?
No, that was a guy I probably should have stayed with.
Oh,
he was
okay.
the sweetest guy.
You can always go back.
We'll see what happens.
Good for you. Sometimes you need to break away so you can concentrate on you and clear your path.
Yeah.
See your path clearly.
I needed to.
Sometimes we get attached to other people and other things, and we slow ourselves down. We diminish ourselves. Make other people. But you know the deal.
George, I was doing too much for too many people. I was doing too much for too many people. Too much for too many people that weren't doing anything for me.
And not appreciating it.
And not appreciating it.
We're going live on YouTube. On my YouTube.
Oh, you're going live on YouTube? Oh my God.
Hey y'all. How y'all doing today? I look kind of cute.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sitting over here with Miss Sophia. She's terrorizing me. She's terrorizing me. So is...
Ew.
How y'all doing out there? How are y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Miss Sophia got me some now laters. I haven't had now laters since I was in church. And my grandma says she used to stop and get us candy so we wouldn't talk in church, and now laters was my weapon of choice. But these now laters are kind of soft. Or now laters, I remember I was younger, were harder than this.
That's because the kids are softer these days.
They done changed the recipe.
This could be the cover for the cover photo.
What I do, hit next?
Next, yes. You don't do YouTube? Come on, Oliver.
Now let me help you put this on here.
I love y'all too. Make sure y'all download WERU Radio from the Apple, like the stores, right?
Yeah.
Download WERU Radio, guys.
I'm going to live with the link.
Please do, and I'll pin it.
Sophia, you know I mess this up every time.
Because you put it on the thing. The button. No. I thought it was just me.
Hold this so I don't drop it. Thank you.
Hold that for me, baby.
Y'all see Miss Sophia? Look at Miss Sophia. Mr. George.
I'm having a very Betty Davis moment. I'm here with Tallulah Bankhead.
My name is Tallulah, my first word of thumb. Where my musical theater people at? What song I'm singing? And what musical theater that was from? My name is Tallulah. I'm in Aquarius, guys. Where I'm coming from. Places. It's Guys and Dolls, guys. Nobody got it right. Guys and Dolls.
I saw that.
Right. Miss Sophia, you was hell.
Oklahoma.
As long as you didn't say the Wiz. You know, a lot of people say the Wiz. Everything's a Wiz.
Baby. What,
Is it okay if we go live here?
Oh, okay, yeah, everybody, all engines go.
We're live, Oliver.
Hi.
On YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
I don't care what y'all say. That guy that edited that, he did an amazing job. I just want y'all to know. He did an amazing job.
On Zap us out of YouTube.
I'll send it. Matter of fact, I'll send it to you.
Please. Thank you. I sent them my songs, guys, and they were like, Oliver, you need to clean up your music. I was like, what? What do you mean? They was like, we cannot play this on the radio. I said, really? I don't know anything about this. Thank you for telling me. So now I know. It's either I start cursing less or I have two versions edited. And
No, you can't stop cursing, man.
no, I'm not going to stop cursing.
That's not you. That wouldn't be you.
Do I
You just
know?
have to accommodate everybody. Like when I go and do gigs at the church, I cannot
At
do
the church?
what I do in the
That's
club.
when she cusses the most. No.
Right.
I cannot host the pastor's anniversary and carry on like I do at the club. I can't say those foul things. I have to have an edited version of me to make all the coins. You don't want to be in circles that you can't make
Got me
coins.
going in circles.
Yeah. Church money is
Which is your favorite, singing or rapping? Because you do both well.
That's such a hard. I enjoy rapping. No, I enjoy both. But singing came naturally.
The question was, which do you enjoy more?
More. Singing, actually. Singing. Singing came first and it came natural. Rapping was a skill I developed.
So I remember I saw one of your earlier videos. I was like, look at this baby. He is killing it. Didn't know who Oliver Twixt was at the time.
Oh,
Had no
Hello,
idea.
Jeremy.
Had no
Hello,
idea. But
Kenneth.
you were really
Hello,
good at that.
Leonard.
When I hear
Hello,
you in
Jay
your
Williams.
off
Hello,
times,
Rochelle.
you sing everything, and that's
Hello,
what singers do. We sing every damn thing. So that's why. Are you going to do any
Hello,
projects?
nice.
Yes, my upcoming music will have way more singing. There's one track that's all like only singing.
Okay. I want to see it. I want to see it.
And it's good R&B too.
Is it R&B?
It's R&B.
R&B. Okay.
Well, you know, no, actually, it is more R&B for my generation, but I am singing on it. Like,
Okay.
I'm not hemming and hawing. Like,
Jay Williams said you're good at both.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna start singing way more though.
Yeah, because you can sing.
Because I'm going to start singing too. You're going to have some more competition because I'm getting ready to start singing.
Can I have you on the track, Miss Sophia?
Sure.
I would love if you opened up one of my songs. That'd be so amazing.
Cool. Let me know, honey. We can work out the financial support.
I know that's right, Miss Sophia. I know that's right.
Anymore.
Can't.
And then I want to have some shares. I want some of the rights.
Some of the royalties.
Up warm.
We can work that out. I don't mind.
Love, love, love from the St. Louis. Hey.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Where are we?
Oh,
Fake
so
Evan.
sweet. What's Faith singing?
Me a new diva.
You want to get
Oh yeah, YouTube will shut it down.
ding.
Not just for a little.
Well, the good thing now,
piece.
well, you know, probably
You can
you're a
mute it.
creator. You can put it up, and they'll warn you. And they'll say, okay, what do you want to do with this?
But singing.
My money.
Ooh.
Oh,
Monetized.
that aren't monetized.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll fix it.
I love this song.
You get no love.
Uh-huh.
We did parade. Pearl.
Ever you do. You and my emotions. You get no devotion.
They didn't even
Be my friend.
Oh, we go. Come here, Faith.
Hey, Faith. Come sit, chit chat with me, girl.
Now, if you're singing like that, I can't wait to hear the project.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
Oh, we're coming up after this song. 3 minutes.
What are y'all doing out there? Look at my nail.
We go to break this
Baby,
time.
you are going through them now laters, baby. Like they the nasty.
They are so good.
When we go to the break this time, I want you to read this outro.
Okay. After this next segment,
Yeah.
you're listening to Club Chit Chat on WERU Radio, the urban sound of pride.
Yes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Stay fresh, you're on.
But the guy that I came with to your thing, he was so sweet.
He was you made it. Well, I don't know if you were a couple at the time, but
No, we were just talking.
He seemed really nice, and he looked like he was one of those people that didn't mind being in the background. Like
No.
I'm with you, like I'm cool.
He was so sweet.
Excuse me, I told you gave my pen.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't get it earlier. Would you like the pink one or the blue one?
The purple. What's they pink? I said it's purple.
I know.
He texted me the other day. He was like, "So you're done, right?" I said, "Oh no, I don't want nobody's son bothering me right now." But he was nice. I should have waited. But you know what? I keep saying what I should have done, but I still wouldn't have learned these lessons that I learned now, which are so much more important to me.
Exactly. We always think our paths should have gone another way in the movie especially when we go through the issues or whatever we're going through, and we're like, I should have. No. This is what you should have done, because now you know what you don't want. Now you know what you don't require. Now you know what's not good for you. Now you know what is not good for your soul. You know what I mean? All these things, because honey,
1 minute.
when you get to be my young age, the stories you'll be able to tell.
But you're happily married.
I am now, but the stuff I had to go through to get to this.
Oh no, that was the end of the fuckboy era for me.
Right.
The boys are done.
My fuckboy era went for a long
Oh no, it's done.
time. Long.
If the boys come talk to me, they better come with the things. Cause I don't got no more time.
No time.
That's
no love.
You get no love from me.
That's where you're.
Only thing you get is a hug and an autograph.
You don't want the boys to come and talk to you now. You want men.
Yeah, I want the men. Where are the men at?
Where the men? Where the men?
The men with the big
The
hearts.
big brain.
With the big hearts.
The big hearts. Yeah, there you
The
go.
big hearts and the big.
No, you're looking for the man with the big dick.
Yeah, I do like the big dicks. Small dicks hurt.
Oh my God.
They hurt. They're so uncomfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views and opinions of our guests.
Small dicks hurt. I'm like, you gonna take that little.
All right.
Welcome back to Club Chit Chat, where we're the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, and we're also discovering during the break that small penises, what, Oliver?
They hurt.
Oh my God. You've had experience at
Yeah,
that?
experience is a good teacher.
And
they hurt.
Someone like you to know.
Take someone like me to know. They hurt.
Oh, so you have it. If you want to talk to Oliver, honey, you got to come with the Almighty Club.
The BLT.
What is the BLT? What is the BLT?
It's many stacked meats with bread and greenery.
Beat that bitch with a bat.
All the things.
Oh, but we were talking about your music.
Yes, ma'am.
You are all into music. You rap and you sing.
Yes.
And George was asking you during the break, like, which would you like most? You know, and your answer was
Singing. I like singing the most. Why are you looking at me like that, Miss Sophia? I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
no, no, because it's just like when you were growing up. What is it that you wanted to do? So you saw.
I always knew I wanted to be a performer.
You did?
I always knew I wanted to be a performer. Always knew. I always knew that. So like growing up, I was always singing. I did music and theater. I took dance classes. I went to a music and theater middle school. And then for a little while, I was working in like freelance musical theater for children down in Fort Lauderdale. So I've always wanted to be a performer. I just didn't know how it was going to manifest itself when I became an adult. Because I knew I didn't want to do musical theater. Like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do my own thing. I just didn't know what that own thing would be.
So now, all of your songs, of course, they're from life experiences.
Yes. Every single last one.
All of them.
All of them, yes.
So you said you wanted to sing, you wanted to be a performer, but growing up, who is somebody that you looked up to and you was like, oh my God, I wish I could do that?
Oh, the first person I ever looked up to was NSYNC when I was a child.
What?
Yes, on Nickelodeon. Like, when we were kids on Nickelodeon, different music artists would come on and do different things. So you saw NSYNC, you saw the Backstreet Boys, you saw Janet Jackson, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do what they're doing. Like, I remember when All For You came out, and my mom bought me a karaoke machine, and I was in the room trying to learn how to do the dances with my karaoke machine because I thought I wanted to be a dancer, but no, I ain't doing that. But they were the first people I saw. Then I saw Little Kim. Little Kim, and I really
the old Little Kim or the new Little Kim?
This is like the 2000 Little Kim when she used to be like, with the blonde hair. And I was like, I love her energy and her attitude and just like how confident she was. But the first artist I saw and I was like, okay, I can do it, was Nicki Minaj. That was the first one. And then I found Azealia Banks, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this for real now.
Who is somebody that you want to work with in the industry?
Oh, I would love to work with Saucy Santana. I think that would be amazing.
I can make that happen.
Please do.
I will.
I would love to work with him. I would love to work with Monet Exchange, the drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race.
I can make that happen.
Everyone says that we look alike.
Yes, y'all do.
Everyone says her and I look alike. Look at Miss Sophia. She's like, what? Monet. I would love to work with Todrick Hall. Todrick Hall is another one, too, who I saw him in what he did and what he was able to create. And I was like, oh, my God. Okay.
Still doing.
Yeah, he's so amazing and so talented. So
those
talented.
videos, when Todrick put those heels on, do those videos, it's just like, oh, my God. If he was back in the day when Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson were really hot, he would have messed up the game.
He would have. He's so talented. And to see, just like me, all of his ideas come from his brain, and he manifested them, and he worked on them, and invested in, seeing where he is now, telling other people what to do, like, Beyonce and Taylor Swift and all the other stuff is very inspiring.
He's real good with, just opening up about his story and helping people and giving people advice and stuff. Yeah, he's an amazing
He invited me to his show one time.
He did?
I met him one time.
And what happened?
Nothing. Because if people going to take this out of context, he DM'd me one time and was like, hey. And I was like, hi. And it was like small talk. He was like, well, I'm coming to Atlanta. Do you want to come to one of my shows? And granted, I had never followed him or commented on anything, but he just reached out. And so I was like, this isn't real. But sure enough, I had a ticket. I had a +1. I was sitting front row. I saw him after the show and at the club, and we took a picture. We chit-chatted for a little bit, and that was that.
No, it was something else.
No, there was nothing else.
He wanted something else, though.
No, I don't think so. Maybe he was just being nice.
He wanted something else, honey.
He was being nice.
He was?
Yeah, he was just being nice.
So y'all never connected after that?
No, he's happily married.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened, I promise. I would tell you. I would tell you. I would tell you. I just went to the show.
You just went to the show. Okay. Listen, I met you at George's birthday party. And then before that, I met you with T.S. Madison.
I was about to say, Miss Sophia, don't come up with brand name.
But no, when I met you at T.S. Madison, it's just like Oliver Twixt. And then you was going on the road with us when we was traveling doing the Queen Supreme Court. Yes. I didn't know you was a singer. Because, you never, when we doing the T.S. Madison, the Queen Supreme Court, y'all were running around doing different stuff. And y'all be at the house and the audience and all that stuff. And so then it's just like when we got the flyer, they talk about opening up, it's Oliver Twixt. I'm like, They said, yeah, Oliver's a singer. I said, what? So how did you meet T.S. Madison?
I met T.S. Madison through Funky Dineva. And what happened was, there was a TV One premiere party at Boogaloo. And I had just started working for Funky Dineva like 2 to 3 months. This is back in 2016. Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm going to tell you. Go ahead.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm going to tell you.
Okay. But he took me to this event, and he told me that T.S. Madison was coming. And so when I arrived, I still have this video on my phone. And when I came, I was, of course, I'm young, so I'm not really talking to nobody, you know. Only speak when spoken to. Uh-huh. But she was sitting down, and I guess I just kept walking back and forth in front of her. I mean, everybody knows I have a big butt. And when I was younger and I was smaller, it was more pronounced. So she was like, who is you with all this ass keep walking in front of me? Come here. So I sat down on her lap, and I was like, oh my God, I just love you. I think you're so amazing. And she was like, yeah, hold my neck, baby, hold my neck, baby. And so I took a little video. I still got this video to this day. And then what happened was, she asked me in that moment, she's like, so what you do? Tell me what you do. I said, well, I go to Morehouse for music. I'm studying the voice. She said, so you write music, huh? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, listen to this. So she said, you know, me and Kaya just got together. And we about to do our first song together. I don't know nothing about writing music. Can you help me? I said, sure, I can help you. So that first song that Kaya did, that Madison and Kaya did, can I curse?
Yeah.
The song Can't Fuck With Me, I helped Madison write her verse. And I think Madison took it down from the channels now, but if you go back and listen to the song, you hear me doing all of Madison's ad-libs and some of Kaya's ad-libs. That was the only time I ever met Kaya. And years later, I was so disappointed at Kaya. I don't think I've ever said this before. I was so disappointed at Kaya because that night in the studio, there were men coming in and out. Mm-hmm. And I think they either clocked who TS was or something, and they just kept coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Yes, and Kaya got up and went out there and cursed everybody out and said, you will not disrespect her, and went and got all of Madison's money back. And came back in with I guess whatever the money Madison paid for the studio, and gave it back to her. She said, it's okay, I got it for free. I gained so much respect from her from seeing that. And then, you know, years later, you know, it happened what happened. But that's how I met T.S. Madison.
Yeah, and the reason I was laughing when you were telling the story, because I was thinking about the time, because I did not know that you were a Funky Dineva's assistant at that time. And I was like, oh my God. And I gained a lot of respect for you. Because Funky Dineva was doing a lot and going through a lot and dealing with a lot.
That's when he was going through that Michelle thing.
Oh my God.
I was there.
And you just took care of him and covered for him and just did things for him.
I love him so much.
Oh my God. It's just like, and it was like me being on the outside and looking at you, and it's like, bitch. I said, oh my God. I said, whatever he's getting paid, he is worth every dime of it, because Baby.
I have so many Funky Dineva stories.
That's so like your baby.
Many. Yes, people will say, well, who's the adult? You or Oliver?
Oh my God, because it was just like, child, you had a child. Mm-hmm. That was your child.
I love him so much.
But the relationship that you had with Funky Dineva and how you took care of him, and just looked out for him, and just made sure that he got to point A and point B. Because you remember the night when we
was in the Bronx.
We were in that Uber. Oh my God!
Yes.
She was just gone. Honey.
She was cursing you out so bad.
But not only that, she started messing with the driver. Started singing all these songs about her.
I have so many. But you know what? I have to thank him, and I will always credit him as being the person who opened me up to this world that I now live in. On top of that, he taught me so many different life things that I just didn't know. Like simple stuff like what you do when you go to a bar, what you do when you go here, how you do this, how you network that. Like a lot of who I am today, I credit him for, because I didn't know, and he really did take me underneath his wing and taught me so much. Like when you go inside of a restaurant, he'd be like, Ollie Pooh, no, we're not sitting at the table, we sitting at the bar. And I was like, well, why are we sitting at the bar? He said, well, if you want to meet people and you want people to meet you and you want to network, you sit at the bar. You don't sit at a table. That opens you up for people to come talk to you. You order this type of drink at this, like just little stuff, little nuggets. And yeah, I love him. I love him so much.
Because a lot of people see the Funky Dineva and they see the YouTube shows and stuff that she put up, and they think that's her, and it's just like no, that person is so much more, because you know, when we go out of town to the Queen Supreme Court, we out of town doing the Queen Supreme Court hunting. We go and we sit down and we, you know, have lunch and have dinner and stuff, and that's when I get to see the real Funky Dineva hunting. It's just like that child is so smart.
So smart.
So smart. And a lot of people think that, he's just, funny and, he puts stuff together. But you can tell when the way he words stuff when he put it together for his YouTube channel and all of that. And you say, oh, this child got some knowledge. This ain't some, fly by the wind. This child know what he's talking about. But yeah. But I love Mr. Funky Dineva.
Yeah, him and Madison are like they are my gay parents. Because even Madison too. Madison has taught me so much. Like so much. So much.
We're gonna talk about that. that T.S. Madison experience.
Yes!
Y'all had an experience.
We had an experience.
Like, oh my God. Love you, Miss Sophia, hold it down right here on WERU Radio. WERU Radio. We are the home of the urban sounds of pride, and my very special guest.
Yes, this is Oliver Twixt telling you you're listening to Club Chit Chat on WERU Radio, the urban sound of pride.
Awesome.
I'm finna move y'all over here.
Let me get these birthdays. Oh, my phone.
Happy birthday to you.
The only thing about that, Oliver, is that camera's going to be blocking.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Your on-air camera. Now, if you'd like, you can put it here if that works for you.
Okay.
But you need to charge it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to move it out y'all thingy.
There's a charging port here, too. Right? If you put it there, then there's a charging port. But you can leave it there. I mean, whatever works. That's fine if you're comfortable there. Do you need a longer cord?
Yeah.
Is that iPhone?
Yes,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
No, I see the shot.
The iPhone connection.
This is the only real phone?
Ooh. Ooh. Thank you.
You have a block?
Mm-hmm.
You have one?
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to take the cord out of that one and put it in this one. Funky Dineva actually was the first person who showed me that you can be black and make a lot of money and not have to do the standard jobs. His friend group was full of black people who just do their own thing.
Wow.
He was the first one. That is my first contact with black entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs.
Wow. Yeah, I think a lot. If I had known what I know now, I think I would have been much further along in my career. But now, you have the access to see. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to do 9 to 5.
You don't have to do 9 to 5.
You have everything inside of you to create exactly what you need in a non-traditional way.
I remember when I used to be in college and I would get out of class and I would always, a part of my job, because to be quite honest, I didn't work for him. I mean, I did work for him, but I think I just was really like his friend that just, came around and helped him out and stuff like that. But I would text him and I'd be like, where are you? He was like, oh, I'm at the bar.
His song right there. Okay.
It's Lollipop. I love him. I'd be like, where are you? He was like, I'm at the bar. I was like, on a Wednesday? He was like, oh, if you fabulous, you don't go out on the weekend. You go out during the day when everybody else is at work and everybody else that move and shake is out during the day. That's always stuck with me. Always stuck with me.
Those nuggets I'm taking away from me right now.
But it's
makes sense.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I go to I used to go to the 12 and you go to the bar, it's people out with their computers eating avocado and eggs and drinking wine, working on sending stuff. Y'all gonna have to find me the day far in the future when they claim him. Y'all gonna have to come find me. Y'all gonna have to find me and make sure I'm okay.
Here we go. Who is that?
Oh my God.
Who is that?
Oh my God. Me.
Oh.
Me.
Who is that? Let me hear. I don't believe that was you. Let me hear.
Oh.
Let me hear.
Call me your highness, cause she come for my highest. Basic bunnies behind us, they better catch up like Heinz's. I flaunt the fullest, the finest. My stilo touch it, the Midas. They step beside, not beside us. The code explosives, my sinus. I'm a Don Diddy Devo, pushing and whipping that Negro. With a coin tricking the clutch, that cat but a key go. Keep it tight lit for you, bleep, bro. I'ma back it up in the gut. I'ma stack it up in the buck. All about it. I was finna curse. I don't want to get us through.
Let me, look, let me, I was going to say about the curse. I was going to say, let me go on and stop you before they cut me off, because they'll say Oliver done sent me a ding on YouTube, honey, because I'm playing his music.
Somebody has told me that, and it's not me that does it.
But this is your girl, Miss Sophia, hold it down right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, we are. And I'm sitting here with my very special guest, the one and only, Oliver Twixt. Yes, that Oliver Twixt, the one that was on the T.S. Madison Experience.
The edible one.
Oh, baby. That was an experience. Son, when I saw you and Maddie, I said, oh my God, what is going on?
Why was everyone gagging when they saw me and her go back and forth? Maybe
because I've been around you all for a century.
Uh-huh.
And you've been in shows in and out of town, shows at the house. I've never, ever, ever seen you and Maddie go back and forth like that. And I was just like, is this real or is this for TV?
Oh, no, that was real.
Is this real or is this for TV?
Oh, that was real.
Because I was looking, I said, you know what happened? I know what happened.
What happened?
That was the day Miss Mary didn't make no banana pudding.
Right. Right.
So what happened? I know you don't want to go back down that road.
I guess I can talk about it. I mean, it was on national TV. You can go. So what happened was we were having a meeting post-COVID. And when COVID happened, in real life, all of us went our own way because, you know, the normal thing that we would do, which is the Queen Supreme Court, had to come to a halt because we normally bring people to the house, behind the scenes, everybody went their own way. And I was the only one who was kind of still with Madison. Like, I was still helping her with online content. And basically from the show, you hear me say, so the conversation was, Oliver, do I have to outsource because you have all these new clients? And what wasn't included on the show was me saying, me and her had already had this conversation before. And one thing about my mother, she's very territorial. She's very like, you know, you're with me. And so I explained to her, you know, when you're ready, when you and I get back up to work, I'll drop everything and I'll come. You know, I only got these people because we're not doing anything. Plus, there was a time where she was a little tardy with my payment. And then when I asked her about it, it was even more tardy. So instead of, which was my fault, instead of creating the boundary and saying, well, I'm not going to continue to work for you until you do X, Y, and Z, I didn't say anything and I just went and got more clients. So just so her and I wouldn't have that interaction and that banter. So when she brought it up in front of the group, in front of the cameras, I felt like she was trying to throw a dig at me, basically saying, well, you done got too busy for me because you done got all these people and you doing all this. And my response was, I only went and got these people because, you know, I still have bills to pay and you was a little tardy. And then she didn't want to hear me. And then, you know, and then she just kept poking at me and poking. That scene is way longer. Like, it's way longer.
I know. All the scenes are way longer. And then it's just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this is on television.
Everybody else was like, oh my God, what's going on?
This is on television. And then I was sitting there and I was like, oh.
Were you entertained?
Yeah, but I was like, the number one question I wanted to know, because I've never seen that, you know, from neither one of you guys. So I was like, you know, is this real? Is this for TV? Because I know now we're moving into TV, the world of reality TV, and then it's just like the T.S. Madison Experience. So it's just like, is this something they done, you know, made up for the television?
Oh no, that was not made up.
But then, and then afterwards, y'all do the after show. Y'all do the after. We went through all of that, and the after show, I was like, because like Myrtle, do you want to do this? Myrtle, can we talk about this later? You're like, Myrtle, so then it's just like, bitch, what was so funny was when they were talking to you and you would say nothing, and then Chris, I think Oliver's frozen.
Because I was over it. I hate confrontation. I really do not like confrontation. But Madison has a way of just tap dancing, booty shaking on your last nerve. And it's like, okay, it's like, I didn't want to have to get you. Because me and her do go back and forth, but before it was always just between her and I. Mm-hmm. But, you know, with the show and the cameras rolling. So, yeah.
But now you all are better.
Oh yeah.
Better space.
Oh yes. Because
you came back that following week. You came to the house. She started coming when she was coming over your house. Are we good? We still good? Cause you ain't been over here since. She came over your house and you fixed the food, the seafood. You say, and I thought that what was she saying about your seafood?
She ate it. You didn't see her stop chewing, did you? She kept on smacking. I love her so much. Like, I credit Funky Dineva for teaching me, like, the lifestyle of all of this. I credit her with teaching me the business of all this stuff. Like, she has really taught me what it means to be self-motivated, what it means to go after what you want, what it means to be resilient, what it means to be focused, what it means to be brave, what it means to tell people what it is that you want. I remember one time we were headed to New York City and someone wanted me to come host something, and I didn't think she was listening to me, but I was on the phone with the promoter and I was talking to them and I was telling them my price and all that, and she turned around, she said, "Hang up the phone right now. Hang up the phone." And so I hung up the phone. She said, "You want me to stop?"
No.
She said, "You my daughter. Tell them people you want this, and this, and don't let me ever hear you talking like this ever again. Call him back." And sure enough, as soon as I said this, and this, I've surely been getting it ever since then. So I love her. And plus, she put me on TV. She put me on national TV.
Hold on, we're going to talk about that in the next break.
Okay.
Oh, I'm your Miss Sophia, hold it down right here on WERU Radio. WERU Radio, we're the home of the urban sound of pride. And we're here with
Oliver Twixt, the head nerd in charge.
Yes. Come on, baby. Let's ride. Hey, Shannon. Shannon done walked in the building. Shannon Balenciaga. Oh,
Yeah.
we got a lot of talking to do because I saw the show from last night. Oh, it airs tonight, but they dropped it last night. Oh, Shannon, you got some slang in there.
Oh, Shannon.
Come on, let's ride.
When I tell you that Negro just worked that angle on his camera, y'all never knew I was moving around this room.
You heard a word, Mr. George.
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Where's the rock?
She is on her way.
How are you,
Oliver?
Oliver?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm George. I'm sorry. I was trying to get back over here to the camera. It is nice to meet you.
Baby.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Great interest for you.
Oh, thank you.
This art alive.
Thank you.
Somebody got to do it.
It's so respectful. So respectful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Those are your headphones, ma'am, right there. And you can adjust them using that knob that is adjacent to where you plugged in. So you can turn it up right there. You see it?
Oliver,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
you're welcome to stay.
Am I being kicked out?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we come up this last break, we're going to close out.
Okay.
But you can tell everybody on social media and all that, how they can keep up with you and all that stuff.
Okay.
But then I'm going to move you, if you want to stay, I'm going to move you over here
Okay.
and move Shannon and Raquel over there.
No, I'm not gonna have that moment.
You
No,
said
they're
room
going to have that moment. I know
You said
how
co-host.
to work it.
Huh?
You can stay.
No, I'm
If
not
you
gonna have that
like.
moment. No, I done came up here and took up an hour. Don't let these babies have that moment.
Well, have you been watching Legendary? I mean, you can participate in the
No,
I
he
have
said
not
he
been
was
watching
gonna binge watch
Legendary.
because he
Don't
wants
do that.
to-
It's
You're
because
trying to binge watch at the end.
no, it's not that. It's because
Yeah,
I
he
want to
wants
do
to.
reaction videos to it.
Oh,
So, and I know if I watch it now, when I film myself reacting to it, it won't be as genuine.
Genuine.
So I'm trying to find a little space in my time where I can just start binge watching it and put it in my schedule. Are you on there?
I am.
Congratulations! What house are you a part of?
Let's see how it goes.
Come on! Okay, that makes me excited. Congratulations!
Oh, I'm good. I'm on a diet.
They gonna gag
Baby, I got fat
when I
and
be on
fat
next
and fat
season.
on that show.
Down to the legendary.
Baby, already COVID.
Yeah,
Did
well, Shannon.
Tell
35 more.
everyone hello.
Thank you. Oh, hi everyone.
We're on live.
Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
Yeah, honey, we want to talk about that. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Is your
I'm
house
gonna get
still
you the
on right now?
exclusive. Yes.
It is still on?
Yes. We'll give you the exclusive today
Oh.
about all the drama
show air today.
that didn't get shown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see over here.
We're on my YouTube. It stays on, so we're gonna be live the entire time you're here.
Okay.
So you don't get in any trouble. Not that Shannon
always
can get
in.
in
Oh, she is
trouble.
pretty. You are pretty.
Beautiful.
Thank
Oh,
you.
she is
You've been sitting here with me
pretty.
a whole hour. You just got
Girl, here she go.
You've been sitting
Oh,
here
you're
with
so
her.
pretty.
Put you out of
Baby.
here.
Oh, she is gorgeous.
Thank you. Let me get these.
Are you the
birthdays.
house mother or are you just a person? Come on, Hey.
So Raquel's the founder, and then she passed the torch to me.
Raquel. Okay, see, I'm not really, I won't say I'm not into it, but I'm not educated in like ballroom and stuff like that. My ex used to help me out with a lot of stuff because he used to tell me about that stuff. But I do know the name Raquel. Mm-hmm. Is she coming?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to say hello. I may stay there.
That's who Sophia was talking about.
But I'm not putting two and two together.
Yeah.
I be so aloof sometimes.
Why don't we go ahead and make that switch now? So, just in case she comes in while we're filming, my life won't be crazy.
In shambles.
Very Raquel always loved.
Miss Sophia, can you help me by placing that? Here she go. Mr. George, is there garbage in here? I can put on my...
Right there on that side.
On my way out, okay.
No, don't leave. I mean,
no, I'm not going to leave.
I'm going to have to say
sorry, y'all
Williams say, radio, don't wait around for no one.
Right. All right, now this is going to be your camera, Miss Balenciaga.
What
do I call you? Shannon, Miss Balenciaga, mother.
Shannon's fine.
All right. So you're going to scoot in just a little bit more and move your mic over so y'all get to see behind the scenes, but all in the camera. I apologize live.
I apologize.
One of my favorites.
Believe me, I do. Believe me, I do. I apologize.
And if you want to stay plugged in, there's a plug right there.
Okay.
And Shannon, if you wanted to do your live, there's a stand right there if you wanted to put your phone up and do a live. Excuse me. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just suggesting.
Oh, no, they know.
She said she in traffic 6 minutes. Girl.
6 minutes, like you fresh you are. Here you go, great sir.
Oh, perfect. Miss Sophia, are you on Jacked?
Yeah.
Her name is Honeydew.
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 No, it's do honey.
All right. Now, one suggestion before you go live: don't block it.
Right now.
There you go. And then so Raquel will sit here on this side of you, so y'all will be sharing the camera, so y'all probably have to squeeze in just a little bit.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Cool beans.
Thank you so much for being here. We sure appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited because I'm all amped for watching the show today.
I'm out here in this world making sure that these kids get everything that they deserve.
And they need it. They deserve it.
Somebody has to champion for them.
That's
Yes.
Everything.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't watch the show, I'm just narrating while we're in
If
between.
you don't watch the show, shame on you.
But it is legendary on HBO Max. Yep. Can y'all see her now? Am I finding her? There we go. On HBO Max, and the latest show dropped today. She is the mother of the House of Balenciaga. Balenciaga.
Oh, give me that bag. Those bags. Look like we're in the open.
So if you haven't seen it, a lot of you are probably waiting till after you get off work to watch the latest
Thank
show.
you.
Mm-hmm.
The latest show is it's some free going on.
Spoiler alert.
The same House of Balenciaga that Mariah from Drag Race is a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My brain is connected to the dot.
Was paying attention to the screens.
Yes, a lot of people have been saying that, but yes, that is
The same house.
It's the history.
Gotcha.
Balenciaga has their hands in several different pots.
That's what's up.
That's what a lot of people don't know about ballroom, that it's so much talent,
Mm-hmm.
and they never get that recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to take it now.
I know that's right. I'm just looking at you. You are just so pretty to me. Just so pretty to me.
Oh, thank you.
How's your day been going, Shannon?
I just started.
Y'all can gag when I walk up
I
on.
had to, at 3 o'clock in the morning, have to watch it to make sure that I know what's going on. And then
How
you gotta
they
talk to
edit
the
you?
kid. Yeah, you got to talk to the kids to make sure that they're good. And then I got all these orders. I'm like, oh my God.
You're a working
I had
lady.
to pull it together,
Mhm.
run out the door. Thank God I live down the street because y'all would have been late like Raquel.
Oh my gosh.
What category could I walk, y'all? What category could I walk?
What you like to do?
Huh?
What you like to do?
Foot and eyewear. That is a
That's a category.
Is that a category?
Yeah.
What is it?
Wow.
Foot
Foot
and
and eyewear.
Foot and eyewear?
You find very interesting avant-garde eyewear and footwear, and you just walk it. It doesn't matter what your outfit look like, what you look like. If your pieces are hot, you can win.
For real?
Mhm. I got urban streetwear. It's all different categories. And as time moves on, categories are entered in and some phase out. They change up things here and there. So they always like to make people inclusive into ballroom.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to one.
I've
always been so intrigued.
I am a ballroom virgin. I was just saying this to Jason, who was here.
Don't create a
yesterday.
monster.
Well,
Because I'll go to the ballroom and just want to start snatching everything.
Anniversary next year.
I just want to go take everything.
Just adjusting the camera, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll get Miss Body
You're
right.
getting dizzy and sick of me right now.
All I know is about
Make sure
Bush
it's
Queen
right.
realness. I don't think I'm a Bush Queen though.
We don't think so either.
Why y'all think you're Butch Queen?
Am I?
Well, the term Butch Queen is just for, it's supposed to be for a gay male.
Mm-hmm.
But all these terms are starting to become antiquated, but it's part of the ballroom terminology. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is so funny because
Here they go, talking
on
about
the
do it.
morning show. So I've heard of Butch Queen, and then there's Butch Queen Femme, and then there's Femme Queen.
Mm-hmm.
What is really the difference?
So it's Butch Queen, no matter if you femme or you masculine.
Okay.
Butch Queen is Butch Queen. Everybody's under the same umbrella. Femme Queens are anybody that is not cisgender.
Okay.
And that's how that works.
Oh.
That's not cisgender. I couldn't walk Femme Queen.
No.
Well,
Because
you have
to look like a woman. You have to have had hormones or surgery.
In order to walk
In order to
Femme
walk Femme
Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then you have Butch Queen up in drags, which I think y'all know that's what Mariah will be. You're a Butch Queen,
But you're in.
but you can get in drags and you can walk that category.
So you can still walk whether you're in drag or.
Some people have, yes.
Oh wow!
Mhm.
Wow!
And they actually dominate, but you got to be able to transform.
Wow!
Mhm.
Wow! One of the categories last week, because we can't really talk about this week as much as we want to, but we will. Last week when they were doing the heels,
Yes.
where the guys walked
Butch
in the
Queens,
heels.
sisters and misters.
All right, sisters and misters.
Mhm.
Wow!
That's what it's called, because it's like you come out of being masculine and then you switch up, and it's all that's the original category in ballroom was called up in pumps, and that's what that they put on the TV show.
Y'all have a
Because
job application?
Right?
I'm gonna get to that. You have to. That was the as they say the gag part about ballroom is that it's a gay guy looking so straight, your mama wouldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And he can get out there and put on heels and walk the floor better than any woman can in those heels.
Wow.
And in a gaggy, so that's up in pumps. So
Now-
that's what they got that from.
As what you said earlier, I'm sorry, I'm that guy, and I ask all these questions. She's gonna punch me in the face in a minute, but don't worry about it. Just help me wipe out the blood. Do you think that terminology, looking at today's scope of non-binary, inclusive, all of this stuff, is kind of
Antiquated.
Antiquated,
yeah. I think that's something that a Butch Queen will have to answer, or a gay male, or whatever, how they choose to want to identify. I can't answer for them.
Gotcha.
But what I think I can say is that I don't think the black gay males have a problem with it because they own their sexuality. And that's what a part of what I did on the show was I think the black people, especially the black gay community or trans whatever, they want to identify themselves with everybody, don't get the credit that they deserve. Because from a young age to adulthood, they've been out there doing them, not being celebrated, not being championed, none of those things. But you have your counterparts that get into the limelight and they are celebrated for something they've been doing all their lives. That they've been beat up, spit on, killed, and they don't get celebrated. So you expect us to celebrate them.
Yeah.
So I'm always torn with that part.
Interesting. We're gonna not give it away, but I see where you're at. I see where you are. Amazing. So how long have you been in the house?
I've been in the house since 2014, I think.
Wow. And the mother?
And I've been overall mother since 2016.
Wow. So, this is content for the people that ain't hearing it on the air. Okay. All right. So, when you became a mother, is that a short amount of time to become a mother?
Well, I was an overall mother from another house. And I've been in the ballroom scene for a total of 16 years now.
Ah.
So, I started back in 2005.
Okay.
And I'm from up north, the DMV area.
Okay.
And then I moved
Shout out
to
to
here.
the DMV.
Thank you. Then I moved here to Atlanta in 2008.
Okay.
And Raquel is Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming into Raquel, Sasha, all these ladies' territory. But they have seen my body of work growing and growing and growing. And so I end up parting from my original family's house. And I was 007, and Raquel said, send somebody go get her.
Oh, wow. What's 007?
007 is when you don't have a house name, but you're not affiliated with a house anymore.
Oh, okay.
So you're letting the ballroom scene know that I'm a free agent. Anybody, I'm accepting applications to anybody's house. If you want me, come see me.
Wow.
And that goes back into your question about applications. So when you are established in ballroom, you become a 007. You really, that people, most of the time they will come to you and try to bring you to their house. But if you're new to a ballroom, somebody will bring you in, and you will have to audition. And the house votes. And if you get in, you get in. If you don't,
oh wow.
Some people keep trying to get in, or they'll go to another house. Me personally, I'm thinking that if I'm good and I want to be here, I'm gonna keep trying until they see it.
Did I niggas say I love Shannon?
Thank you, love you.
Very interesting.
But,
yeah, but for this 20th anniversary, I have to be there. I want to be up front. I want to learn. I want to know. I want to know.
I am ballroom.
Sophia, get right.
We're coming up after this song. 2 minutes. 30 seconds. Oliver. Oliver Twixt.
Don't worry, baby.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no something right enough to keep me to getting from you, baby.
Oh yeah, rewrite it, baby. Rewrite it.
Oh, those wasn't the words.
Oh, no, not words.
That's what they said on American Idol. Make it your own. What my headset?
Is this? Oh, this is your. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, he got all this. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just a little.
George, look at all this.
That's just a lucky juice.
Oliver got all this on my headset.
I'm so sorry.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
All right.
Jennifer Hudson heard me say that first. Then she started hoo-hoo-hooing. My love is alive.
Sing, Miss Sophia.
That was a good little run. That was a good little run.
Ooh, lollipop. Zap. Ain't no mountain high enough. Gotta have a big. Ain't no.
Has her Aretha Franklin movie come out yet?
The trailer just came out. It comes out in August.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like the last, 5 months now. It seemed like my whole life has been.
Because you
I haven't seen nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm like, and we were quarantined. Like, it was like lockdown.
That's what they said. Those are the other
30 seconds. And we're going to be live. Miss Balenciaga, 30 seconds. 9, 8. Oh.
Am I done, Miss Sophia?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Why did you move over here?
Mr. George told me to come over.
Find a mic.
Oh, well, I was waiting. I didn't know when Raquel was going to come out. I was trying to
Swing that mic. Shannon, get on this mic and give this mic to Oliver.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Club Chit Chat with your DJ, Miss Sophia, right here on WERU Radio. WERU Radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride. That was my girl, Jennifer Hudson. Ain't no mountain high enough, baby. But let me just tell y'all, hon, I am sitting in the studio with royalty.
Thank you.
I am sitting and I am sitting in the studio with royalty. It's all royalty, honey. Oliver Twixt, of course. Oliver Twixt is here, honey. Hey, Oliver.
Hey, Miss Sophia.
How are you?
I'm doing splendid.
And then all the way from the show Legendary, the overall mother is in the building from the house of Balenciaga, Shannon Balenciaga. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Just lovely, honey. Now that you're here, honey, I had to get the house of Balenciaga in here, baby, because y'all have been showing out these last couple of episodes. But really,
have we?
Y'all have been showing out since y'all hit the stage. Now, I'm going to say this, and I said it in front of Stasha, and I'm going to say it in front of you. What I appreciate about you is you know that you are at a show, and every time that camera is on, you show up for work.
Yes, I do.
And that's what I be telling people, honey. Y'all going to a competition. Y'all think the competition starts when the competition starts. No, the competition starts when you walk in the door.
Even at practice.
Even at practice and at rehearsal, the competition starts. And you and Miss Stasha, I don't know what's going on, but y'all, I was looking at y'all, and I told George, I said, listen, I said, Shannon and Miss Stasha, they know. Every time they walk in that door, they needs to be looking like they came to win.
We seasoned chickens.
So how is it being just working on the show?
Oh my God, it was a lot of hard work and it's stressful. Because not only, a normal ballroom, you just worry about yourself. You have a whole house, but if you walk in a category, you just worry about yourself. This Legendary, you had, as a parent, you have to do everything.
Yes.
Music, wardrobe, makeup, hair, down to the set design, all of those things, and being at practice. So it's like a 24-hour job for me. That it was fun to see the kids. They are so talented. Mm-hmm. I think that was my best thing about being on the show.
And also, I've watched the episode from last night. Mm-hmm. Well, they released the episode. What time they released the episode?
They released at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, so it's just like I've watched it, then it froze. And I'm going to tell you, you froze my phone. Because you know where it froze?
Body.
Yes.
Were you shocked like Megan?
OMG. But Oliver's here. Oliver's still here. So Oliver hasn't watched the show, and he said that he want to watch the show and he want to have reaction. You want to do reaction videos?
Yes, my YouTube channel. Yes.
Yes, because he's so busy. He's so busy with American Next Top Model right now, so he don't have time to squeeze nothing in his schedule. He better squeeze me in here, honey.
Can she stop, please?
Been trying to get him here for a lifetime.
That is so true.
But tell everybody how they can keep up with you.
Oh yes, you can follow me on everything. He is Oliver Twixt. That's Twixt on Instagram, Twitter. You can go to the Oliver Twixt YouTube channel where you can find all of your top model content, vlogs, all the things, and soon reaction videos to Legendary. I remember I've been telling y'all I was going to do them. So now that I'm sitting in front of royalty now, I have to do it. You can find all that stuff. Or if you're lazy, you can go to www.olivertwixt.com.
And although you haven't watched the show, is there a question that you want to ask Shannon?
Oh, and I'm basing this off first season. Okay. How loud is the music in the studio? Is it loud?
It's very loud. So because you have to hit it, because a lot of the times we have voiceover, so you need to hit it. You'll see me doing that a lot this season. I had to do we did all the music you do. I did a lot of the voiceovers in the production, so you got to hear it. It has to be on cue because they need to dub it over for the film.
Can I ask 2 more questions?
You can ask what you want.
Do you guys just do it one time?
Do we run it? Yeah, we run it one through on the actual performance day. We practice. So how it goes is you have a practice. You practice up until you have a dry block. Then you have the next day you have camera block. You get to run it through 4 times. On the actual performance.